Hey, Sonja here. Welcome to Sonja's Sermonettes and Teachings. I want to talk a little bit about rejection and just what in the world can rejection do to help you, to motivate you. Why in the world would anyone think that rejection could actually motivate you? Well, I want to ask you this question. Do you feel like you've been rejected by people? Certain parties, situations? I want to ask you this also. Who are these people? What has given them the authority to reject you? What's given them that power to reject what you're doing in your life? Why would you allow it to happen? Who are they? What position have they gotten? A God-given position? If God doesn't reject you, and He hasn't, why would you allow these people to reject you? Focus on what you're supposed to be doing, what God's called you to do, not on what other people have thought. I keep placing emphasis on this because this is so needed. Today we live in such a religious ceremony world, do's and don'ts, and pros and cons. It makes it almost impossible to find your place in life, in what God's called you to do. We are not under rules and regulations. We don't live under the law anymore. We've been set free. Whom the Son of Man is freed indeed. So all these do's and don'ts and what have you, they're not a part of what we're supposed to be really doing and focusing on. We're supposed to be focusing on progress, achievements, successful things in life. Things that God has promised us. There are promises. There is an unlimited amount of things that we could be doing for the Lord if we would stop thinking about past experiences, the things that's happened to us in the past, people that's rejected. Like I keep saying, who are these people? They have nothing to say about your life. My mother used to say people need to clean off their own back porch, and I so agree with that. People throwing stones and casting out things at people, it's none of their business. What your business is busy about the Father's business, doing the things that He wants you to do, accomplishing what He's called you to do. Not pleasing man. You're never going to get there if you do. Stay focused. Number one, what does God want you to do? Rejection is my motivation, and I'm going to carry out. This is going to promote me. This is going to push me. Push me where? To prove that they're wrong. To prove that God is right. That God didn't make a mistake when He called you. He didn't make a mistake when He made you. You're not a mistake. You're a miracle. You're a blessing to God. God looks at His people with eyes of love. Where all this hatred and animosity come from is not from God. I can tell you that right now. Focus on what does the Father want you to do? What is your agenda? What is your call? What is your mission? What are your skills? Let rejection motivate you and kick you up into high gear. Go full force towards what's your predestinated plan that God has for your life. We are predestinated sons of God. Think about that. We're not some kind of junk. We're called out. Chosen generation, made in His own likeness. We need to love one another and help one another and encourage one another. Most importantly, we have to encourage ourselves, don't we? Encourage yourself today. Be encouraged. Focus on your destiny. What God has ordained, what God has planned, He will fulfill. I will be back.